Adam Bazalgette here from Scratch Golf Academy. Today, let's look at how to start the downswing perfectly in plane and in a powerful way too. If you can hammer a nail, you can do this. I'll show you how. Well, the two things people are most guilty of, if you like, starting down, the average golfer that is, club gets out towards the ball too much, club gets over the top, if you like, a little too steep. And when you look at it from this angle, typically golfers lose their angle. When that club's heavy at high speed, when that club's too far away from you, you are going to have a hard time creating speed. Plus, you don't have the pop that you'd have if you have your wrist cocked. So let's have a look at the pros very briefly, flesh this out a bit, then we'll get out and start with our drill. Billy Horschel on the left, Charles Howell in his younger days from the rear on the right. So let's check this out. Let's put a plane line on there. Looks like he's hitting some sort of fairly long iron, but along the plane line he goes. That's the prescribed look, but you'll see some rise of the arms there. But you'll notice coming down, the club and hands, they don't descend straight to the yellow line, but definitely you can see that descent back to that line before he really comes around and hits the ball. Most people, they're swinging straight out towards the ball as they start down. So there he's got that nice downward element in his swing. And if we look at Charles Howell here, you'll see that it's very dynamic. Look at that load. But you, notwithstanding all that wrist cock, watch how his wrist gets down towards the ground, and you don't see a huge drop of the right shoulder as he does it. So let's flesh this out. And just a quick note, if you like these videos, have full courses at scratchgolfacademy.com or the Scratch Golf Academy app, full sequential courses in every aspect of the game. You can work your way through things with drills at your own pace. Okay, so the hammer's a good image. If you had a wood plank in front of you or a table with a nail sticking out of it, let's assume solid contact with a nail isn't an issue. Most people could fairly powerfully whack that thing down. Now, let's say here I am at the top of the backswing, obviously targets there, put the bench or the wood here. Can I just get the hammer down and hit it? Now, two things I doubt seriously anybody would do when they try this, but they do it when they hit a golf ball. One, you wouldn't just dip your right side and keep your arm tucked in to do it. You wouldn't do that. You'd hammer. You'd get this arm longer. And secondly, I don't think if you hammered the nail, you'd throw the hammer away from yourself. It would be powerful. This would load and spring a little bit. You'd see an increase in angle, but you'd still see the wrist get down to the wood table there. That's what we're trying to do here. Naturally, the body plays a role. In fact, the bump of weight leads that. It helps load the hammer. And certainly, as we'll talk about in a moment, the body plays a role in getting the club back to the ball once it's down there. Okay, so it's really the straightening of the trail arm, as we've just showed you, that gets the club down to its plane. Once it's down there, then the body brings it around and forward and hits the ball. And obviously, the bump of weight moves the bottom of the swing forward into the appropriate point that's just ahead of the ball. Now, a couple of thoughts here. This isn't difficult, but most people find it difficult because they're so staring at the ball, they're so trying to hit that, it's hard for them to free up. So don't worry about making some mistakes. You also need to blend these things. It isn't like this comes down, then that happens. You've got to get that blend where there's some flow, but definitely pass it out this way. If you're one of these unusual people, I'm a little bit like this, that tends to bottom out early and swing too far to the right, you're probably not turning soon enough. You're straightening that too long without turning. You can figure it out if you've got these problems. Obviously, if you're steep, you're not straightening this out enough. Play around with it, have some fun, relax. You can get this sorted out and you can have a powerful downswing.